You know, fishing shows over the years have drastically changed.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that was gonna happen, bro.
No show comes together without a whole team. I wanted to somehow give back to him. As I pulled by this turtle, he just didn't look, something just seemed off.
Oh, he's got a bunch of line wrapped around his neck.
Peter, on the bank, going right. Coming, right here, old school. Right up on top.
I realized that, you know what? I may be passionate about this just as much as I am fishing. So about 7 years ago, I met this young man named Peter Lopez, and he was actually dating my daughter at the time when my daughter was in high school. He was the first young man that showed up in my house and looked me in the eye and shook my hand firmly, you know, like a man should. And I'm kind of old school, so that kind of hit home with me. And it didn't take long before I realized that he had a passion for fishing. He was just kind of getting into fishing, but I could tell this was not just going to be a little fly-by-night deal. He was pretty serious about it, and he wanted to learn. So on days when I'd have one customer, I'd take him with me and ride along, and he started learning things. Shortly thereafter, he told me he wanted to get his captain's license, and I helped him with that.
Rob actually called me one day. I was sitting at home. I answered, and he asked me, you know, hey, I need to film another show, and I was wondering if, you know, you'd want to join me for that. So I was very excited. I was like, hell yeah, man, for sure.
You know, we started the day out. The weather looked pretty nice, and it had warmed up. It had been kind of cool for a while, but we had some kind of warm, calm days, you know, leading up till today. And I said, Peter, man, we need to go look for tarpon. Let's see if they're there. And that happens to be my favorite fish to fish for, especially with a fly rod. And Peter knows that, and he's more than willing to always pull me to a tarpon.
I don't think I've stood up here since the Paul episode.
Fine with that.
And I just saw him a little too late. Nice string though. Those were up a little bit.
Fish right here.
Oh, man.
Nice and easy.
Damn it, he ate it.
That took a lot of talking into.
Saw that.
I was getting a cramp. I was wiggling the rod tip and stripping it.
Looks like there's a fish about like 50 feet, 60 feet just laying there.
I don't know what happened there. I mean, it came tight when he ate it.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Man, I waited for his head to go down. That was a hell of a bite. Did I do anything wrong there?
No, I didn't.
Was I too quick on him?
I think so.
Was I?
A little quick.
About 5 years ago, I got hired to host a tarpon show. And Peter at the time had gotten his captain's license and was starting to guide a little bit. And I thought it would be a great opportunity, one, for him to learn a little bit about the game, but two, you know, offer him a situation where he was going to get paid, but it would be hard work.
After doing it a couple times, I really realized that, you know, I enjoyed it, being out there on the water with Rob and learning new techniques and learning new things and just learning how to navigate the waters, just shadowing Rob.
You know, you can have extremely great fishing. You can have extremely great cameramen. You can have epic weather. Everything, all the planets align that you're going to make a great fishing show. But if the camera boat is in the wrong spot, then the camera guys are not going to get the right shot. It's probably one of the most important parts of the team is having a good camera boat driver that almost reads you while things are happening. I mean, this isn't something where you can stop rolling and say, hey, you need to get over here and get, you know, this all has to happen fluid.
Everything happens so fast, you just kind of like got to go with the flow and figure out which way the fish is swimming, make sure you're not in the way of the fish isn't going to swim under the boat.
Because of Peter's time with me over the last few years filming a lot, he has learned this game to a point where I'd never have to say a word to him. He's my wingman. And Whenever I just happen to glance over my shoulder, he's in the right spot all the time.
It's one of the most ancient forms of hide and seek known to man. And nobody knows how to play the fishing game better than the backcountry guides and offshore captains of the Florida Keys and Key West. Ready or not, here we come.
The SeaHunter is brought to you by the Florida Keys and Key West. Come as you are. SeaHunter boats, indestructible, unsinkable. Yeti coolers, built for the wild. Yamaha outboards. Wet Sounds, the ultimate sound machine for your boat. Quantum and Finor, inshore and offshore reels since 1933.
So my first experience with a TV fishing show was actually filming the pilot for the Walker's Cay Chronicles. I was not on that show, I was the camera boat. The actual first show I actually aired on, I was in front of the camera. I was also with Flip. We tried to catch a Grand Slam on fly, which had never been done before. The first day we filmed, we caught a big tarpon, 2 bonefish, and a 25-pound permit on fly. And I was so nervous that I wasn't doing well on camera that when we got back to the dock, I asked Flip, are we doing okay? You know, and he just kind of laughed at me and said, yeah, I think we're doing all right. Shortly after that, I became very, very close with Jose Wehebe. We knew each other, we kept hearing about each other. We finally connected, we started fishing together for fun, and the relationship grew into him asking me to be on his TV show. We became so close, I mean, to the point that I wouldn't call us friends, we were brothers. I never felt like the cameras were there. You know, I felt like it was Jose and I out on another adventure together, and the cameras just happened to be there for the ride. What really got me interested and kind of lit my fire to do it was Jose. You know, he always told me, man, you need to have your own show. You're good in front of the camera, you're relaxed, you act like you don't act like anything else. You don't try to be something you're not. After his passing, I decided that, you know what do I got to lose? Maybe he's right. I'm gonna try it just because he told me I should. And, you know, thinking of the way Flip and Jose took viewers by the hand and took them on a ride, I want to take them on my ride.
You want me to get on those high fish that are swimming up there?
These out here, you mean? How did that one not get hooked? That was a f***ing 150.
Hell yeah.
I didn't think that was gonna happen, bro. I did not think that was gonna happen. I don't know what happened on the other one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I know I wasn't too quick on that fish.
He spun around so quick.
Yeah. Come on, baby, jump. That's a big one.
Hell
Uh-huh.
yeah.
125.
Awesome.
Thanks for pulling me into the wind. I know that wasn't easy.
Of course. Hard work pays off.
Perseverance. You doing all right? You get winded. Oh,
I'm good, I'm good.
I know I got a fly line on here somewhere. That's a big fish, man. That's a big one. Pretty hot fish at the beginning there. Here we go. I like when they jump, because that means he's wearing himself out, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't like that. He didn't like swimming backwards. Oh. Damn it. Still fun.
Yep.
It's all frayed, huh?
Ate through it.
No, it's all frayed. The tip is all frayed. Maybe on one of those jumps, you know,
Yeah.
he landed on it, got in his
Gill.
gills or something.
Yeah.
It's just all frayed up. That's tarpon fishing.
Yes, sir.
No show comes together without a whole team. You need a good host. You need a good lead producer. You need several good cameramen, and you need a great camera boat driver. So having the good camera boat driver, now I need to find a good producer / camera guy. I'd worked with Dan Branham for years with Jose. He's very good at what he does, but he's also willing to listen to someone else's ideas. And you know, I really wanted this show to have my flavor, and I thought Dan would be a great lead to run the team.
I've been lucky in my career to work with a lot of the legends in this industry. Flip Hallett, Jose Wahebe, Norm Isaacs, and Carter Andrews. But when Rob came to me with the idea of doing his own show, I was really excited. Rob is all about pushing boundaries, whether it be the challenges he gives himself while pursuing certain game fish, or the challenges he gives us with the visuals he's after. Rob is all about bringing your A game. And the cool thing is, he gives us the space to bring our expertise to the show.
Then there, he found one of the best graphic guys I've ever been around / cameraman, Will Gonzalez. You know, when you put a kite up, he's guaranteed to run the drone right into the kite line and splash it.
So working with Rob is, I wouldn't say it's fun.
Just kidding, Will.
It's fun, but it's intense. Rob's just an intense dude. Having produced graphics and animations and title sequences for several shows, from Shark Week and programs on Discovery Channel and Nat Geo and so forth, graphics are often used as a device to illustrate to the viewer a certain concept so that the viewer understands either where we are or what we're trying to do here. It's really great working with a team of creative people that shares a common goal. And for us, it's really, you know, we do have our differences from time to time and discussions, but it's all in the spirit of making the best show possible. And that's what we're trying to do.
I don't know how they found DJ Dan, but DJ's a young guy, super enthusiastic about fishing, especially flats fishing. And he just has a feel for it. You know, he has an art. He's a very artsy guy. And he somehow gets shots that no one else would have thought of getting.
My favorite part of being out on the field and filming is trying to capture the moment, the real important moment, you know, where if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. So that's the best part, is trying to anticipate the fish. You know, for example, tarpon jumping out of the water, you know, since I fish a lot, I kind of know when he's gonna do it. So I know I'm gonna be in position. It helps me out in the long run to get that shot.
So between the three of them and a great camera boat driver, and then there's me, we've all worked together well, and I think it's what really makes this series come together. You know, the first couple of seasons of the SeaHunter series, I've been blessed to have awesome friends on my show. It's really about sharing an adventure with a buddy, and there's no better way to, I don't think, bond with somebody than experiencing nature the way it was intended to. You know, things I get to see, like a sunrise behind a lighthouse, or the waves crashing over an exposed reef in a way that it's backlit. You know, it just, you're experiencing the things that God created. And it looks the same now as it did when He created it. You gotta be stewards of the sea. And regardless of how big a sportsman you are or what the game you're chasing, the species and the game comes first. You know, Peter and I were pulling down a flat looking for bonefish and permit. It was getting late in the day. And I noticed a turtle, you know, off in the distance. So turtles are cool. I always like looking at turtles. They're part of the deal. As I pulled by this turtle, he just didn't look, something just seemed off. So, you know, I told Peter immediately, hey, there's something up with this turtle. We got to spin around and see what's going on.
Oh, he's got a bunch of line wrapped around his neck.
Pull him back, Pete. I'm about ready to fall off myself.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I don't know. It's like a whole spool. It's like 400 yards of line. And I don't know how he got in it, but he had it wrapped around every leg. Finding that turtle, and we were able to cut all that monofilament off of him and do something great. It made our day. How could the day get any better than that? He looks like he's doing a lot better, huh?
Yeah.
He's ready to swim now. That's awesome, man. Good job, buddy.
Keep up with the SeaHunter on social media. Follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. You can also visit us at theseahuntertv.com.
There's no espresso machine. No smiling barista. Just you and an axe. You're welcome to a hot cup of comfort. But you gotta serve yourself.
The SeaHunter is brought to you by Ray Marine, Simply Superior, Mojo Sportswear, get your mojo on. Garmin Verbs, the official action camera of the SeaHunter. Alvarez General Boats. Sea Star Solutions. Best Fab.
You know, this whole day was really about Pete and getting him in front of the camera. He's been pulling me around all day, fishing for tarpon. I really wanted to end this day with him catching a fish, or at least getting on the bow and getting a few shots. The tide was getting right, the permit started showing up, and Pete was on the bow. Coming, right here, whole school. On the bank, going right.
Oh, on the bank.
Right up on top. Stop it. You didn't get bit?
No.
Here he is, right here at one. At one, coming straight to you, real close. Going left, towards 12.
Okay, I got him.
See him there? He's hunting the grass.
There's a fish right here.
Yeah. Go. Good, coming to it. Good job, buddy. Great cast, great spot, great cast. That was awesome.
It's about time, man.
That's a nice fish, too. That was all you, man.
That was
I didn't see him
amazing.
till you threw.
I saw his tail. It's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, just that black V.
That's it.
You know, that was the same cast you've made a dozen times to those other fish, and that one
Yeah.
just did what he's supposed to do.
Yep. He kind of hesitated at the
Yeah, he
beginning,
did.
too.
I thought he was gonna
I thought he was going to spin off and
yeah.
take off.
It's not an easy cast
No, it's
in this
not.
big wind.
with the crab. You know, crab's
Yeah.
not very aerodynamic. And you've been putting it on the money every time.
Finally
we found a
worked
fish
out.
that did what he's supposed to do.
Yep. It's a nice fish too.
Besides tarpon, that may be my next favorite fish,
Yeah.
is permit.
This is my favorite fish.
I know it is. That's why I brought you out here on your day that you get to fish.
Yep.
I think that's a bigger fish than I think he is.
It looks like he's about probably like 15 pounds or so.
Yeah. Come on, fish, don't do that. Did he go? You know, they run over that edge. There's all kinds of stuff, you know, that sharp edge for him
Yeah.
to cut you off on.
Yeah. I can't really help it.
Work too hard to hook him?
Yeah. He's flipping on his side. Looks like he's trying to rub on bottom, you know?
Yeah. I definitely try to keep his head up, being he got you in that channel. Doing good, brother.
Thank you. Nope. Still got some life.
He's using that current in that channel now for it on you.
Yep.
Come on, baby, come out with your hands up. Pull with him, you know what I mean? Like lead his head. You can. Come on, buddy. How about that, brother?
It's about time.
That ain't no 15 pounder.
Ooh.
He ain't seen 15 pounds in years.
Wow.
It's your fish, buddy. Let you
Sweet.
let him go.
Thank you.
I just hold him into the current right here. Just wait till he's ready to go.
I think he's ready.
It acts like it, doesn't it? Man, he swam off awesome.
Yeah, he did. He acted like we never even fought him.
You know what? I bet you and I both have seen that fish before.
Probably.
And then we get to see him again.
Yep.
That's awesome. Great cast.
Thank you very much.
Good teamwork on that one.
Yep.
This was an awesome day with Peter. I consider him like a son. To have shared it, not just with you, but the rest of the team. You know, we've all been there building these episodes, but everybody's behind the camera. And to get Peter in front of the camera for a change, and it all come together in kind of a different way, but the same way, was a really awesome moment for the whole team. And I can't wait to do the next episode with this team because we're like a big family. So we're good, right? Good, we're done?
Wait.
What? We're not done?
Hold on, you're shiny. You don't want to be all shiny.
Come on, man, you're killing me.
Like, really, today?
Yeah.
Or during the show we're just talking bull.
Yeah, we're just sitting there here.
I got up at 4:30, went to the gym.
Yeah.
The chunk baits are like leaving a cookie crumb trail for the Cookie Monster. Just VO.
But lean back the way you were.
Okay. Last week on the SeaHunter,
Yeah, a little squeak there.
to fly to Tennessee and surprise Duke Davis with a dream fishing trip, also a Marine sniper, why can't I say that? Duke Davis, you know, this is like a joke, right?
Good now.
You're rolling on, you are rolling on this. Has he a freaking light?